Yo, yo, what's up, YouTube? What the business is on the streets, baby. Got a little bit of green action in for me today. Up 6,800 in my practice makes perfect trade king in the making over here. But I also, since I seen that this thing was you know what I mean, was getting up. I wasn't expecting $4. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't expecting $4. That was a high hope. I mean, I could have got $1 a share. Just looking at it right now, I could have got more than that actually, and being at the higher day, it's 447 now. But I also took a little small position. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm finna show you, man, what money I really do. This is a $600 position. Got in at 310, took on 200 shares. Uh, Sold that 200 shares at 337. So from 310 up to 337, 27 cents. Land me $44.07. Pay $9 in commissions. And hey, that's a green trade. It's a green trade. Now today is Wednesday, so I may have a chance at making another trade Friday, depending on what the market looking like. Speaking of what the market looking like, uh, I don't know what's going on with the Dow. The Dow's struggling. The Dow ain't doing nothing. So the real big dogs, um, it's hurting right now. Tech stocks and the NASDAQ is off to the races. Ooh, wait a minute. We done hit the brakes. Hit the brakes perfectly right there at that high. If I wake up this afternoon and we're above that high, I'm almost expecting like bull type rage to be coming back into the market, at least for tech stocks. Look at the S&P. The whale side, I got 5,000 stocks over here, 5,000 companies on the up and up, baby. That's good news. I will trade when it looks like that dirt. In fact, my trade came in. Look at this darn stock. So anyway, man, I caught this thing up. I'll zoom all the way back over here for a second. Come at the daily chart. So it was a gap up on the day. As you can see, you know what I mean? It's up 137% still. Like I get nervous at times. I tell you, man, I get nervous. I think these things here gonna be wanting to pull back. Look at it now. Look at it going nuts, man. I can go. I could probably get in here and do another little trade. I gotta get you back. Look at it. Another breakout, breaking at a higher day. This is a breakout. Textbook. Stock come up, set a high, break above that high, and then it does this. Get right off to the races. But we so extended, 160% up on the day. This thing probably can run 300%. There ain't no telling. There ain't no telling. Oh, it had a little bit of news that accompanied it. You know what I mean? That kind of made that solidified. Let's go and get in here. Uh, Man, and I ended up chasing it a little bit. I was really trying to buy the break right at well, not the break, but I was trying to buy right above $3, right at $3. I wanted to get in at 3, so I ended up chasing it for 10 cents. Played around a little bit too because I could have got a dip down to like 285, but it could have. But I was like, dang, is it finna sell off? Is that it? Is it done? So I ended up getting my little tiny little position. Oh yeah, the news over here. Uh, 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 uh. So they had this here positive, not positive anything. They had a meeting that outlines the path ahead for Akari Therapeutics conversion, hematopoietic stem cell transplant related thrombotic microangiopathy. Hopefully all those words were pronunciated right. They probably wasn't. Might have butchered a few. But I noticed down here that this severe disease has a fatality rate of more than 80% in children. So for them to get anything positive, FDA, anything, you know what I'm saying? Look at what it's doing to the star. Man, come on, look at it. Boy, look at the boy, ain't that sexy? Have mercy. That's money growing right there, people. Hey, that's money growing right there, people. Good Lord. This thing ain't had a day like this ever. Well, wait a minute. I take that back. It's got a history of massive spikes. So it ain't no surprise. And it, it's gonna be a short seller's dream in a few days, like BPTH. This thing was a short seller's paradise. 18 to 73, 75, and back down. So if you started shorting that from way up there, I mean, you're getting huge gains. Huge gains. All right, so let's get bite. I can come on down here and get myself a bite right quick. Because I took some paper trades. Get bite. Yeah. Man, so my first trade on this thing, I mean, look at it. It was already up. It honestly was up, trying to just get that spot. Turn it without touching this. Pull that out the way. So from the bottom of this red day before this gap up, it was already up 60, 61, 62% by the time I made my first entry. What's that? 310. 310 is what? 60%. A lot of times, like it's the only stock on the list. Okay, there's two stocks on the list that are 60% or above on a day. So a lot of times you're not even gonna get 60% out of a stock. So I mean, it warrants a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of caution, but just trade it. So like, what I mean by just trading is just that. Let's say I'm gonna take my, you know what, I'm gonna add one. Never mind. Let's say you buy in this thing right where I bought in, right there. Wait a minute, I know I'm yapping. 7 minutes. So you buy in right here at 312. If that's what you buy, if you was buying a break, right? You had the resistance set. Do you just set a stop somewhere? Immediately come down here. Okay, that's 265. That's an extremely far away from your buy mark stop, and I wouldn't even recommend that. But what I would recommend, 312, something like 293. That's 20 cents. And me, I'm going to tighten up even more than that. But I'm just basing it on the price action. Strictly basing it on this chart here. Let me squeeze that back. Trying to slide in. Uh, but if you bought up here, looking at any of these lows, I mean, this right here looks like a support level at 280, 286. This looks like a support level at 293. I mean, you can even bump that higher. I mean, I definitely wouldn't go below $3. So here you go. You got a stop out at 303. So from the time you buy in, let's say this stock actually does this, and like it never goes up to what we've seen before, and it drops. You get out. You just pick a spot and you sell. If that's too tight, if your stock is a low float, like I think this stock is, I think this stock is a very low float. And honestly, I ain't even checked the float yet. That's something that I usually check, but I didn't have it. Didn't. It's not showing up over there, even though I got it as one of my indicators. But this thing, pull back to a certain level. I mean, if you'd have set your stop right there, it would have never even touched it, or it would have barely touched your stop at 293. Not cracked beneath it. It came down and touched it, looks about twice, and then it pumped. It's been pumping money after that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what you do. If you buy in and the stock is already up a crazy percentage, you got to set a stop immediately after you buy. And I always base it right off the chart. Somewhere in here, the chart is telling you a level that, okay, if it pushes below that, that's a little too much. 295, just looking at this chart. Uh, but yeah, so I paper traded at two positions. I don't know if I already mentioned that. $6,800 up. You know what I mean? Just a few pennies in here from 313, 331, 385, 3 $4.35, 40 cents over there, get you $5,000 on 10,000 shares. Ain't that beautiful? You know what I'm saying? Uh, and this thing still is climbing, man. It's gonna break above $5. So I could have bought in at 310 and held it for almost $2 a share. My account would be doing backflips. I'd be getting close to 100% in this one stock. Here it is again. You know what I'm saying? That what I hate about not being able to get back in, and I know I'm really yapping at this point. I'm at 10 minutes, but like I can't wait till I can trade endlessly. Like I with a little bit of money that I gained, man, I wish my little account, I wish I could jump back in today and trade again, because that's another massive gain, man. Dang, not being able to trade right away, your funds on hold and stuff, man. That mess slowing you up if you've got a winner. Because I can't hold it that long. I don't know. It ain't. If you don't have a clue that it's finna touch $5 until you're looking at it and watching it touch $5. But I've been yapping too long, man. Green Day, Green Day. In actuality, uh, they ain't done nothing yet. You know, you read through this article. It's a severe disease. They're doing. I mean, it's a great cause, extremely good cause. I mean, and I'm all for it. And I say thank you. They helped my account grow today, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we in this thing for. Get this cheese. Even though, hey, a small little itty bits, they add up. This is Pursuit of Freedom.